too.
So John tells me this is take 2, so welcome to Facebook Live. I'm really glad I'm back after my holidays, and I'm hoping that the signal is much better as I speak. So please give me a wave, let me know that you can see me. I really don't know what we're going to do if it doesn't work well this time, but we're just going to have to go with it. So we're back after a 2-week holiday, and you can see I've been enjoying myself. I have been working the whole time I've been there as well. I've been attached to my laptop under an umbrella. But having said that, I'm much rested and I really needed to go away. So because I've been totally stressed for the last few months. But I'm back bright and cheerful and ready to go. So Ryan, my son, was going to be with us tonight, and he's had to let us down, unfortunately. He works for a big company in London. He chefs for lots of famous people. He chefs for people in government, the Prime Minister. He had a fabulous opportunity for the last 2 weeks. If any of you are boxing fans, he was actually AJ's personal chef, which we was really proud of. So he cooked for him for the last 2 weeks, while I looked after him after his fight, and the man is absolutely amazing. Where Ryan looked after him, he looked after Ryan, the whole team did. And that was really lovely for us to know, so we were really excited about that. We missed him on holiday with us, but he was given a great opportunity. So he's back in work, and he has had to take on 3 big jobs this week, so he's got to work with his team, but he does promise to get here as soon as he can. He has given me a gluten-free recipe that he did make for me last year, and but I've been left to it by myself today, and you know what it's like when I've never done it before. It's I sort of have the wobbles about it. So I'm just going to get John to show it to you. So he made me a gluten-free cake, and it's a carrot cake. And we'll tell you, it tastes absolutely gorgeous, okay? So we've made it with cinnamon swirl icing sugar, and we've done a cream cheese frosting on the top. And if you want to make it dairy-free, you can make it with natural yogurt, use a coconut yogurt, okay? And just add our flavoured icing sugar to it as well, if you want to make it dairy-free. So again, let me introduce you to a new team member. So John, would you like to just pop up here? So we have a new team member, and isn't she beautiful? This is Maria. She's from Spain. Her brother James works for us as well. James is the one who prints off all your orders for you, packs them up all nice and gets them out to you. So Maria has come along, and she specialises in marketing. So she's going to work with John and Caroline, looking after our Facebook, Instagram. She's going to help out with all our emails that we send out to you. And she's also going to try promoting us a lot more in Spain, because we have lots of Spanish stockists over there. But as John, Caroline and I don't speak Spanish, we don't feel that we give them the full benefit of the sugar and crumbs treatment. So Maria's going to help us with that, aren't you? And I do believe Maria's mother is watching this evening. So hopefully she understands enough English to give us a wave, we hope. Does she know her Facebook? How to use Facebook, your mother?
Sonia.
Sonia, can you say hello, mother?
Hola, madre.
So hopefully she's with us as well. So John, do you want to give a shout out who's joined us again?
Yeah, we have Carol Simpson, Alison Eales, Kat Campbell, Wendy Larther, Claire Laurie, Sally Harrington, Jenny Jones, Karina Neves, Robert Allen, Lindsay McIver. It would appear that everybody can now see and hear us.
Fantastic.
Which
well,
is
I'm
good.
glad you're all back, and I know all those names, so they're all regular followers. And I know a lot of you just watch and don't give us a wave or say hi, but we can tell by the views. But don't be shy. Come and give us a hi.
Jackie Heaton.
Jackie, well done. Oh, Jackie and Rob Allen. Let me just tell you about those. They are on Twitter, which is Baking Nana, and they do Twitter Bake-Along, and they're actually going to join me next week. We're going to be in the other kitchen, so there's more room. And Jackie and Rob are going to come. Jackie is going to do a giant cupcake, so she's going to show you the mix for the giant cupcake. She's going to decorate it for you. And Rob is going to make a cheesecake with our flavoured icing sugars. Rob is actually coming from north of the country, so he's travelling several hours to come to us. Jackie's quite local, and I'm looking forward to introducing them to you because they're two lovely people. They're big fans of ours, and as well as lots of other products, but they are big fans of ours, and I'd like to show you what they can do with our products. So I'm really glad that they're watching this evening, and I hope you're going to be here to support them next week. So just a few new products that I've got. So I've got some lovely new mixing spatulas. So I'll just see if John can zoom in on those. They're by a company called Zeal. They're fabulous spatulas. I use them all the time. Not these actual ones in my hand. Mine have got different designs on them. But I've just bought these in because these are the newest designs. They make great presents for people. So these are the cupcake ones, and there's 4 colours. Unfortunately, you do get the random colour. So John's just doing hand signals again. So you do get a random colour, but if there's a particular colour that you want and you order it, just in the delivery note section, just say, can I have a green one or a pink one? These are the gingerbread ones. And these come in 5 different colours. So again, a great birthday present, Christmas present if you want to start getting them early. And then we've got these lovely little sets. These are great little sets. So these are great for mixing your buttercream, and then you can just pop it onto your cupcake. So you've got one to mix in the colours of your buttercream and one to pat it onto your cupcake. And they come in 4 colours, yeah? And then over here, I don't know if any of you use a cake tester. To be fair, I've always used a skewer, and it always looks strange, doesn't it, using a skewer? But I think there's nothing nicer than having your own special cupcake tester. So we've got 3 different designs. Again, they come randomly, but if there's a particular one that you want, there's an image on the website. So all you got to do is say, I want the purple top one or the pink one. And we'll do our best to make sure you get that colour. But these are great little bits of kit, so I'd certainly recommend one of those. And then these are fun things, these, okay? How many of you lose your scissors when you come to do your piping bags? So there's all these little shapes. I've got to be honest, my granddaughter Holly saw one of these and wanted one straight away. But they're magnetic, so you can just pop them on the side of your fridge or on the oven, and you just keep them there out the way, and you tell everybody not to touch them. They are for cutting your piping bags with. So that's those things. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those. So let's just get all those out of the way for you, and let's tell you what else we've got. So here we go, John. I bought these. I think these are a fabulous idea, and we're going to use these today. So I've not got this on the website, but it will be on the website by morning. So I know one lady's already asked me if we are selling them. They are £8.50, and we're going to sell them at £7.99. So I will put them on the website tonight, and I'll show you how to use these this evening. So these are a great idea. They're a great fun idea for if you want to do something with the kids, or just do something a little bit different with your cupcakes. Yeah, so we're going to use some Nifty nozzles with those tonight. And then, what else have I got?
Do you know how much these are?
I don't off by heart, but they are on the website already. So maybe Caroline could have a look and tell you how much they are.
I'm not sure
But
she's with us yet.
Pardon?
I'm not sure she's with us at the moment.
Oh, okay then. Everything I've showed you so far is on the website. The only things that are not on the website is the cupcake stand and this. This isn't on the website. These will be on tomorrow. So when I did the rainbow cake and I did the 6 the pans, the 6 layered ones, let me just see if I can get in here a minute. This is the oblong one, the loaf one, which is great for different ideas. So just going to get this one out. I was saying to John, because we're always bringing new things in all the time, and I don't know if it interests you ladies, but I was thinking once a week I might do a 10-minute what's new on the shelf, and that's telling you what's new in at Sugar and Crumbs. So in this set you get 1, 2, 3, 4 pans in this set, and that will make you a great 4-layered oblong cake set. Yeah, so I'll have those on the website for you tomorrow. Anybody who wants these. Doesn't that look gorgeous in that chocolate there? that'd be great with our chocolate flavoured cocoa powders. In fact, I must try and make that myself really and show you how to make it. Yeah? So let me just put that away. So I'm just going to put a few of these things away and then I'm going to get together this carrot mix. I'm just going to ask Maria to put these things away for me because that will help. So Maria, see that box under there? See that box? Do you want to put those in there? Brilliant. And then for those ladies who don't actually like baking, just let me show you these. So we've got the rainbow cake, okay? So again, this is an all-in-one cake mix. So if you're thinking of buying a gift for somebody or you just want to do something with the children, this actually comes in separate sachets. So you'll get the red cake mix, the yellow, the green, the orange, you get the sprinkles, you get the butter measure, the tester, you get the icing sugar, you get the disposable baking pans, you even get the cake board, and it gives you step-by-steps on how to make it, and voila, you get yourself a nice rainbow cake. So that's quite an easy one. And then they do it in a chocolate layer one as well. So you've got different colours of, it starts off with vanilla, I'm not sure what that is, but they're all different colours. Chocolate one, chocolate layer kit, and you get in there the same. So you're going to get the 4 different shades of cake mix, you're going to get your chocolate icing sugar, you get your chocolate curls, you get your disposable baking tins and your cake board as well, and that's great fun to sit and make with the children, especially if you don't want to go out and buy all the ingredients. You've got it all there in one pack.
You know how much the baking kits are?
I knew they were going to ask me that. You know I'm useless on prices, I can't remember, but they are on our website, and they are under baking kits. So,
Just asking them. Turn off the music.
all right. So, and then last but not least, I've got these fun things as well. So, she doesn't know how. Yeah. So,
comment that people can't hear the music.
And we can't hear the music.
No.
Okay. So it's really funny watching John behind the camera. I know so many of you want to see what he looks like, but I have to tell you, from this side of the camera, I feel like giving him a crack at times, because you get this down, and you get up, then you get, and then it's hurry up. So you get all these hand signals. So while I'm trying to talk to you, I think I'm getting a lovely little V sign at the moment.
No, you're not.
So while I'm trying to talk to you, it distracts me by some of the signals. So just to show you, I've got these lovely cupcake cutters in as well. And I think these are I think this is a price I do know. I think they're about $2.99. I think I'm not sure. But so do you remember when we made the shortbread biscuits the other week? So many of you made those shortbread biscuits, and these are again a great fun. So they come in a set of 5 colours. So if you go onto the website, go to shop, drop down to baking accessories. All the things I've shown you are in baking accessories, and the cake mixes are in cake mixes or baking mixes. Yeah? Okay, so that's those there. So I think now we'll get on with this cake. Oh, and this last one. This is a chocolate brownie mix, okay? And this is Pusheen, okay? And these are great. These are simple little chocolate brownie mixes. You just pop them in your mug, pop them in the microwave with a dab of butter, give them a stir, turn them on, and voila, you've got yourself a nice instant brownie. And the kids love these, and that's on the website as well. Don't ask me how much it is. I know you're going to, but don't. All right, so those are all the new things that are in at the moment.
We will get all the price links on afterwards.
Yeah, we can do that. So you're wondering what I'm taking out of the microwave. So can I give you those, Maria, please? Thank you very much, my lovely. So let's get on with this gluten-free carrot cake. So we made one earlier, and the panic that I had, this is the original one. It tastes absolutely delicious, but I was panicking that it's just a little bit too moist. And but Maria and John and I tasted it, and it tastes absolutely amazing. I rang Ryan in a panic, and he told me not to panic at all. It's absolutely fine. It's meant to be moist. So I'm going to get this out now. This is fun, isn't it? There we go. And there's the rubbish. So this is the second one that we made. Get that off there. Get it off the thing. I need Maria. We have to take it off the baking tray because Maria needs to wash it for our next one. So let's take that off. I think what happens is I don't leave it long enough to be cooled.
So the rainbow cake mix is out of stock. Are we getting some more in?
That's the Candy Crush one, not the rainbow mix one. So we've got two. We've got a Candy Crush one, which means that it comes with the Candy Crush jelly beans, and then there's a rainbow cake mix one. If you look a little bit further down, yeah. So this is the cake. We're gonna put some frosting on that in a minute, but let's just get on with this one. So on Facebook today, just before we went live, I actually put the recipe on for the carrot cake. So we are using ground almonds.
Caroline's like.
Oh, Caroline's with us. Right, hi Caroline.
And Rob Allen has very kindly put some prices on for us.
Oh, thanks Rob, well done. Right, very good. So we have got ground almonds in here, and Ryan said to measure 3 cups. So he said just fill the cups up, the cups up like that, and have 3 of those, okay? And I've measured them and weighed them, and that comes to 14 ounces, yeah? So that's 14 ounces of ground almonds in there. And then we need to add all the dry ingredients. We've got 125 grams of cinnamon swirl icing sugar. Okay, so the cinnamon swirl is going to go in there. And then the cinnamon swirl is absolutely a fabulous mix, and it's perfect for carrot cake. Now, when Ryan made this for me last year, he did make it with Christmas punch. And I have to tell you, it tasted amazing with Christmas punch. So I would certainly use those 2 flavours. I think velvet vanilla would go very nice with it as well. I'm not sure if any of the other flavours would go nice with a carrot cake, but I'd certainly use the Christmas punch, the cinnamon swirl, and the velvet vanilla, okay? So we've got that there. Then we've got 1 tablespoon of baking powder. So look at this, I'm all pre-organised. So I'm all pre-ready. I've done it, this is my 3rd one, so it's got to be right. We've got a pinch of salt. So that's a pinch of salt. And then we're going to get, so you know when we was talking about spatulas, this is an old one from Zeal. Mine's got the smiley face on. I don't think they do these ones anymore. That shows you how long. I've even put these in the dishwasher as well, no problems at all. So we're going to mix all that in. That's all the dry ingredients in first. And then we are going to add the zest of an orange, the zest of an orange and the zest of a lemon. So that's going to go in. We're going to add 10 ounces of carrots, grated carrots. Maria's prepped all this for me today. I'm not sure she ever wants to see a carrot cake again. Can you imagine? First day at work. And she's got to prep all the everything for the cake. So this is the third set of carrots she's done. And then I sent John a message on the way home saying, get me some more carrots. So I think she lost the will to live then. So here we go, all mixed in. This is a really all-in-one recipe, so it's really very, very easy. So you can do this, you can talk the kids through this. If you prepare everything, you can just get the children to mix it all in. Now I don't mix it all in with my hands, but Ryan gets his hands in and talks to you like a chef does, how he does, and tells you how you've got to love it and work it all in. But we're going to do it like this, with a spoon. Okay, and then I'm going to put the eggs in. So the eggs, now the eggs, we're going to put 3 whole eggs in. So 1, 2, 3. Just going to get those in. Give that a mix. So that's 3 whole eggs into the mix. So you don't need a mixer for this either. Okay, just hand mix it all in. So get your 3 whole eggs in. And really get it all binding together. Yeah. Then you've got 2 more eggs, but you're only going to use the yolk. So let's do that. So there's the yolk, 1. So it's a shame we're not doing meringues, because you know this would be great. We could use the egg whites for meringues and then the yolks for this cake. So let's get that in. Let me just wash my hands a moment. So is that all dry? Yeah, perfect. So it's dry. Super. So the 2 eggs are in. Let's beat that in.
Medium or large eggs?
Well, today I've used medium, and I've got to be honest, I've not used large simply because Ryan didn't specify. And when I went shopping yesterday with John and I were routing down Sainsbury's aisle, and they didn't have any large in, which was amazing. So we're on medium. But to be fair, it's very moist, this cake, so you see how moist it is? Okay, so we're going to put some fruit in. This is an optional ingredient. Now, Ryan's not big on fruit, dried fruit, so he's only said put in 60 grams, but he said you can actually put in as much as you want. So he's only just put a small amount in. If you want to add nuts, you can add nuts. Then the orange and lemon peel that we put in, we're now going to put the juice in as well. So just going to make sure we don't get those pips in. One in there. That's going to go in. So that's the juice of the orange and the lemon. Smells gorgeous in the kitchen. If you were here now, I'll tell you, it would smell gorgeous. I wonder if they'll ever be able to invent smell-o-vision, because it smells fabulous in here. That cinnamon swirl is lovely. And then we are going to add 125 grams of maple syrup. So you know, like you add your caster sugar to your cake mix, well, what we're using here is half icing sugar and half maple syrup for the sweetness. And then the very last thing that's going to go into it is coconut oil. So the coconut oil that we're using, I picked up, this is Sainsbury's own, okay? So when you pick this up, it was cheaper than the organic one, okay? So when you pick it up, it's like, it's solid, yeah? So I had to measure 125 grams, put it in the plastic container, pop it in the microwave for 30 seconds, melt it, and keep stirring it so it all dissolves. And then I put it in for another 30 seconds and got it to melt. And then while I've been talking to you, it's been cooling, because you don't want to put it in straight out the microwave into here, because it'll curdle the eggs. So Ryan says it's very important, it needs to be melted like this, but cooled. So please don't take it out the microwave and put it in full, okay? And you just stir it all around. So this is the coconut oil, and don't let the children touch this, because let me tell you, this is jolly well hot. So I'm going to mix that in. And Maria's doing a great job. She's using her initiative and sneakily taking everything away for me, getting washed. It's great, isn't it? I'll be able to come back to you a lot quicker later on tonight when we finish, because she's helped me out a lot. So as you can see, it's quite a loose mix. Yeah. So it's quite a loose mix. So let's get rid of that as well. And then here's the baking tin. I'm going to try something new tonight. I'm going to try this gizmo here that we've started to sell, and mainly because I generally buy these pre-cut greaseproof paper things, and then I buy a roll of this for my baking tin. So I was at the Spring Fair show, and the gentleman there said that I should use these because they're brilliant. So we're going to give this a go tonight. So I'm just not sure which way it goes in first. So I think it goes in. Not sure which way it goes in, but then we'll put that in there. Yeah. John, you can just hold your finger on there a minute. So, okay. And then we'll put all the mix in, so you can see all the mix go in. Yeah. So this is not a nut-free cake, this is a gluten-free cake, and so it's suitable for vegetarians as well. Oh no, it's not. Yes, suitable for vegetarians, but not for vegans. That's it, because vegetarians eat eggs, don't they? Yeah, so I'm going to put this in the oven. It's going in the oven at 160 for an hour. Yeah? Now I don't know how great your ovens are. I had the first one on at 180, which is what Ryan recommended, and then that's why I felt that the cake was too soft. So he told me to put it in on a lower, the new ovens these. So he told me to drop it down to 160 and give it a longer time. So our second one has been done at 160. So let me get rid of these for you. So how are you coping, Maria? Are you understanding all this English?
Yes.
Yeah? Good girl. So let me have a little clean up here. So while this cake's cooling down a little bit more, before I start to do the cream cheese frosting, let's do a few of these cone cakes and talk to you about these. So here's the stand. So here's the stand for the cone cakes. Okay, so let me tell you what problems I had with these. So the stand itself, when it comes flat packed, and the legs go over, and that's how it gets put away. But when you want to use it, you just turn the legs the other way, put it back that way. Now, all I've used is a basic sponge mix, and all you need to make these 24 cupcakes, and you'll see that I haven't got 24 ice cream cone cakes, and you'll see I've only got 22. The reason I've only got 22 is I'll tell you in a minute, but I've used a 4-ounce mix. So the 4-ounce basic sponge mix is 4 ounces of margarine, 4 ounces of caster sugar, well beaten together, 2 eggs. Now I add my eggs one at a time, and I beat them in one at a time until they're well beaten. Then I add my vanilla essence, and then once all that's incorporated, I use 4 ounces of self-raising flour, and I fold in the flour. And then my last little trick is I use a tablespoon of cooled boiled water. So that doesn't mean cold boiled water, it means exactly what it says. I boiled the water in the kettle, I've set it to one side until it's gone off the hot, so it's like a warm, and I add that in at the last minute and give it a final mix. So everything goes in the mixer apart from the flour, which I fold in. Once all that's folded in, I then add in the boiled water, and voila, got my cake mix. So then the next thing was how was I going to get the cake mix into the cones? So I decided to put the cake batter into a piping bag, so an uncut piping bag. I thought it was neater rather than me trying to spoon it in. So I put it into a piping bag, and then when I was ready, I cut the end and I just squeezed it to the height that I wanted to get it to. So you'll wonder why this one is empty, and the reason is you'll see that there's a little bit of cake batter at the bottom, which John said you can't see. But see this little hole? These are the things you need to watch for. And that's because the cake batter came out in the oven and I've got a nice base on my baking tray, okay? So, oh, another thing, these can't just go on your baking rack. You need to put them on a baking tray, or what I did today is I use this. Or I use this. So I just sat it in there. And then popped it in the oven and baked it like that. I didn't put tin foil around the ice cream cones. I've only ever made these once before, and it was many years ago. And the recipe said, put tin foil around the baking cones and sit them in your muffin tray. Well, that was a laugh. By the time I put the tin foil around the around the ice cream cones and tried to sit them in my cupcake tray, they were leaning all over the place. Hence, all the batter mix came out all over the place. So the issues that we've had today, we've lost the mix in this one, and then we lost the mix in this one as well, in the one that was sat there. So I've used two types of cones. This one, which is more expensive, that's these. And I have to tell you, I paid double the price for these. You only got 12, so I paid double the price and got 12. And 3 of those were broken in the box, practically smashed to bits. And then I paid half the price. I think I paid £1 for these and got 21. So I think these are fun for if you want to do some little decorations for the kids. So if you're having a kid's birthday party, I thought what I'll do is I'll tell you about different Ruffle Nozzles that we have here at Nifty Nozzles. So as per usual, I'll see if John can zoom in there. So we have, does that say Russian, John? So that we've got the name Russian, tulip. So, or tulip, yeah, tulip, Russian, okay. So that means it's been made in Alexander's factory, okay. And then we have Nifty Nozzles on the other side with the number of which one it is. And this one is Firecracker. And I've two-toned the bag tonight. I've showed you all loads of times how to two-tone, but I have saved a couple of bags in case anybody shouts out that they don't know how to two-tone. And then I've got another one here that I'll triple tone for you. So all we're going to do with these, they're so simple.
Question about how much will the stands be?
The stands are $8.50 and we're going to pop them on for $7.99. Yeah? So they make a great stand for going in the oven and baking, and then a great display stand. So what I'm going to do is just show you how the Ruffle Nozzles work, and they're so easy. You don't need to put a bit of buttercream on the top. If you want to, you can, but with the Ruffle Nozzles, you just sit them on the top. Oh, I've got a hole in my bag. And you just tip, 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 and you squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. No! You know, it always goes wrong, doesn't it? So how to deal with that is, I'm just going to pull that off and stick it in there. Bloody hole in my bag. Who's laughing? So can I have a cloth, please? Thank you very much. So who's laughing? Go on, John, tell me. so that one's really pretty.
Can't tell who though.
Pardon?
Can't. Lots of people, but can't tell who.
So then all I'm going to do is put myself a little sweetie on the top. So that's number 1. And then for this one, this is again exactly the same theory. This one, where are you going, John? Can you see? So this one's called Rose Twist, and this one's a bigger nozzle, yeah? So what we're going to do is we're going to pop it into here, and we're going to do exactly the same, straight on, squeeze, 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 squeeze. Oh, it looks like a lovely ice cream. Stop squeezing and twist off, yeah? And then on that one, we are going to pop the cherry on the top. So that's one. And then here, I've got the mini Viennetta for this one. So you're back with me, John? So here's the mini Viennetta. And again, every one of these is exactly the same. So people always ask what they do. So stop squeezing and you're off. So these lovely two tones look lovely. So that's the mini Viennetta. So you can see that they do have different effects. So we've got the Firecracker, the mini Viennetta, we've got the Rose Twist. Let's do this one here. So this one is the pinwheel, which I'm going to do. So I'll take this one out, exactly the same. And we're just going to, and there's your pinwheel. cherry. So in fact, I say what, I'll put some hundreds and thousands on this one.
How long do you bake the cakes and the cones for?
Right, okay, just exactly the same as you do your normal cake mix. So I think we had them in 18 minutes, did we? Yeah, 18 minutes, but all we did was, I was a bit worried about them because I thought, you know, they're going to bake faster down there than they are up here. And I just used my cake tester exactly the same. Pop them in. And then we, just show you again. So this one is the mini Mrs. Whippy. So I'm hoping that you can see that all these ruffles do different designs. So this is the mini Mrs. Whippy. So I'm going to stop squeezing and twist off. And we will pop on, in fact, we'll pop on one of these little straws in the side of that. So that can go in there. Yeah. And what else have I not used here? So I've done 5 cakes, I've used 5 nozzles. Okay. And then anybody who wants to know how to two-tone.
Does the cake mix not make the cones go soggy?
No, they're not soggy at all. Does somebody want me to break an end off?
No.
No? In fact, I'll break an end off this one because this one leaked. So, did you hear the crunch? Yeah? So the birds can have that one tomorrow. So, triple toning. So with the bags, with all the Nifty nozzles, remember I always say to you to cut the bag level with the nozzle. So when I say level with the nozzle, we've got it here, yeah? So don't go any deeper than that. Try and be as level as you can, okay? Because if you cut up here, then when you put pressure on the bag, it will just push the nozzle out. On these Ruffle nozzles, you need to cut it so it's level with the cut up here. Yeah, that's what you need to do. So now we're going to do a triple tone. So I've showed you all how to double tone. So we're just going to get the pink. The buttercream recipe tonight, I've not actually put any condensed milk in because the weather has been warm. So I've not felt that we've needed to put any condensed milk in because I've just given it a good beat. I left it out at room temperature. It was lovely and soft. I gave it a good beating and I didn't feel it needed anything else. So it didn't need condensed milk, it didn't need water, it didn't need anything, okay? So we put one colour in, we put a thin colour on first and then we're going to put in the yellow. I'm just going to put that on a bit thicker. I'm going to put that on, triple tone that in. So do any of you follow Jackie Baking Nana on Twitter and Rob Allen? They're always baking, I tell you. I'd love to be in both their houses. Mind you, I'm a big girl as it is. So I'll definitely never slim for the fantastic things that they're always making. And then the triple tone, so I've done a pink one, a thicker yellow one, and now I'm just going to pop the blue right in the middle there. And this is called triple toning. It looks really nice on these Ruffle nozzles. So the nozzle I've got here is the larger Viennetta. You want to stand up straight, John, is your back hurting? Yeah. So let's go for this one. And we're just going to go in there. And we're going to squeeze, 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 squeeze. Stop squeezing and twist off. How pretty is that? Yeah, and I love all the riffles. The reason we call it Viennetta, does it not remind you of the Viennetta ice cream? So we've got the large Viennetta and the mini Viennetta. And the reason I wanted to do these tonight is so that you could clearly see there was a difference, okay? And people love these. So I think for children's birthday party or summer parties that you've got going this year, you could actually kid people that you've got ice creams out and they'll be wondering why they're not melting. So let's put a couple of sprinkles on there. Yeah. So does anybody, I'll finish off some more of these afterwards.
Which piping bags do we use?
Which pipe? Right, well they're back in stock and I use the Thaler piping bags. We've got 2 sizes and we've got small and we've got large. The small is 30 bags for £3.75 and the large is 30 bags for £4.99, and they're back in stock on the website. I know everybody's been waiting for them. I have got some 100-pack sets coming in soon, but I've been waiting 3 months for them. Not me who's out of stock, the supplier is out of stock. So, but they should be coming in soon, and they're £9.99 for 100. I personally prefer to use the small ones all the time because, as you know, I only like to use a handful at a time. Yeah.
And what colours have you used?
And tonight, the colours I've used, I've only used 3 colours tonight. No, 4 colours, sorry. So tonight I've used lime green, which is on here, which I think is a lovely colour. It's a really lovely summer colour. Can't get my cake out now. Pardon? This one with a cherry. Yeah. So this is the ground. Oh God, I squashed it. I broke it. So now I've used the lime green, I've used the blue and yellow, I've used the Christmas red, but I didn't put as much in, okay? And then I've used the sunflower for the yellow. Yeah? That's what I've done. So I'm going to decorate them. I'm going to finish off decorating those for you shortly, but I'm just going to get on with the frosting for this lovely carrot cake. So let's move these out the way. So these after as well, once you've decorated them, they make great display stands as well. So I'll pop those out there over the way. Yeah, so those are the 4 colours that I've used this evening. And I do believe they're all in stock. Again, we are out of stock of a couple of colours. Violet is one of them. I think pink we're out of stock of as well at the moment. That is down to the supplier, not down to us. The supplier only got half the stock in. Same with Massetino. You know, we've been out of stock of that for a while, but again, that's been down to the supplier, not to us. So I'm just going to move this lovely cake over here to our... There you go. That's going to go there. Let's get that out of the way. Doing a good job there, Maria. Thank you very much. Okay. And then we're going to make the mix for this. And again, this is really very easy. So we have used, was it 50 grams of butter, Maria? 50 it was, wasn't it? Yeah. So for this mix, all you're going to use is 50 grams of butter, yeah, for your cream cheese frosting. So, and then we're going to use, I'm just going to check with Maria, can you just get it on there, Maria? Was it 220 grams of icing sugar? 240 grams of icing sugar?
110.
Oh, that was for the bigger batch, wasn't it? Was only doing it for this cake, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to put... Go on, what are you saying, John?
Signal was
right.
waving.
Okay.
Back.
So, because there's only a small amount of butter, I did try to beat the butter on its own, but basically it was just pointless. So I'm just going to mix it in with the icing sugar now.
What did you use?
I just use value butter. I always use unsalted. I know some people like to use salted or slightly salted, but I just use unsalted. And then we're going to use the cream cheese. And Maria, can you remind me how much cream cheese it was? Was it 110 grams of cream cheese?
110.
Yeah. So we've got cream cheese here. And I've used Philadelphia, but I'm sure you can use supermarket zone. Doesn't really matter. So I'm just going to mix that in there into the mix. I'll cut the mixer on in a minute. Now, because we've used the cinnamon swirl, all our icing sugars are white apart from the chocolate ones. But cinnamon swirl, Christmas punch, apple crumble, because they've got additional spices in them, they do have a slight colour to them. But you can colour them with the flavoured gels, with the colour gels if you want to. So you can either leave it this colour, which is the colour it comes out, or you can add colour to it. So let's just give this a good mix. Doesn't take long. There we go. Just going to clean around the bowl with that. How nice and neat that looks. So make sure you put the butter and the icing sugar in first so you can get that butter all incorporated. Okay? And all we're going to do is put it straight onto the cake. And I have to tell you, it smells absolutely gorgeous. For any of you there who want to do something more exciting with your decorating, feel free. You can use the Nifty nozzles with this as well. Oh, I don't think I'm doing that actually. It's such a simple cake. All, you know, just prepare all your ingredients, mix it all in one bowl, stick it in the oven for an hour. And especially some of you, you know, panic when somebody says they've got a gluten-free person round for tea. Well, you can make this cake ever so easy, and I'm sure they'll totally appreciate it, and you'll love it yourself. So let's get a fork out. And all I'm going to do is just fork that round. There we go. There you go. We've got our own gluten-free cake. What do we think of that? Does everybody like it? I suppose you could put strawberries on there if you wanted to. Cherries, I don't know.
Yep, lots of likes coming in.
Yeah, good, that's what I like. How simple was that for you all? So we could pop some cherries on there, strawberries on there if you wanted to, make it a little bit more summery.
Have you got a new KitchenAid?
Have I got a new KitchenAid? No? I'll let John quickly whip out there for you. I will tell you, I've got lots of KitchenAids. When I first started baking, I bought myself 2 KitchenAids, and then the kids asked me what did I want for Christmas. I'm a 55-year-old woman. I don't know whether John can hear me out there. I'll wait till you come back. So the kids said to me, what do you want for Christmas, Mum? And when I say kids, my eldest is 37. My twins are 35 in June. And as you know, one of them's Laura. You've met her many times. And I put a post on about her having a baby. So we're having another little boy. So 6 grandchildren, 3 girls, 3 boys. That will make it. So anyhow, so they always ask me what do I want for Christmas. There's nothing I want for Christmas. So they all clubbed together and got me a KitchenAid. My birthday's in February. What do you want for your birthday, Mum? KitchenAid. So they thought I'd gone a bit bonkers. I got another one for the following Christmas, and it went on until I got 6, and then I used them in my classes, and I absolutely love them. Do I think they're the best product in the world? No. Personally, go and buy yourself a Kenwood. But if you want something that looks pretty in the kitchen and retro, then buy these, and that's exactly why I buy them. But all day long, if you ask me which is the best mixer, then I'd say a Kenwood. But they don't look as pretty as these, do they?
I'm thinking of doing a diabetic version of the icing sugars.
Oh, what are you ladies like? Right, okay, John and I have tried diabetic versions of the icing sugars. I will tell you, we have tried it and it tastes awful. Doesn't it, John?
Yeah.
So we've made several versions, I have spoke to a few diabetic people and they said let them try it, but I don't even think I could. I've tried it, I find it's very sickly, very light, very fluffy, and I just don't feel that we've got it right. But if anybody's got any ideas or suggestions of what ingredient to use with our flavouring, please let me know. John and I are more than happy to give it a go for you. So that's tonight's carrot cake. I've got something else to show you as well. John put a little post out on Facebook today.
Instagram.
Pardon?
Instagram.
But it came up on the Facebook page. Yeah. So we are going to do our own sprinkle range, ladies. Okay. So Johnny, you going to come back over here? Or are you staying there? So we are going to do our own sprinkles. So don't take any notice of what's in there at the moment because these are just ideas. So John wanted me to see what you thought of the bags. So these ones are going to be 100% natural. So anybody who's got any allergies, all the sprinkles that are going to be in this green bag are going to be gluten-free and basically 100% free of everything. And then in the pink bags is all the bad ones, but they look prettier. So so those are the two sprinkle range. So watch out for them. We're hoping to have those out in the next 4 to 5 weeks. So we'll tell you more about that. So we'll just let you know that they're coming soon. So I hope you love the packaging. What do you think? I think they're really bright and cheerful, aren't they? So we've got a few suppliers who've said that they want to stock them as soon as they come out. So I just thought I'd give you a little peep at them, seeing as John has started the peep today. So the bags have only just arrived with us today. So let me see how my cake is doing in the oven. Right, no, my cake's not ready yet. So it takes an hour, this cake. And I don't think we've actually been quite an hour with having to go off. Is there anything that, oh, I know, right. So if you want to make this cake dairy-free, the topping dairy-free, Ryan said use some coconut yogurt, and he doesn't recommend this one. He didn't know this one. He recommends a brand Coyo. C-O-Y-O. Right. So Ryan recommends a brand called Coyo. Go on, John, say it for me. Coyo, which is C-O-Y-O. And he said that is the best yogurt to use. And what he says is use the Coyo yogurt with 125 grams of sugar and crumbs flavoured icing sugar, and mix that together, and then that will make a delicious cinnamon swirl topping for your carrot cake. And then it will make it dairy free as well. So at the moment it's not dairy free because you've got your cream cheese frosting on. Okay, when you do use the yogurt though, you'll have to serve it straight away because it will still be quite runny, but it does taste delicious. Yeah. So anybody want to ask me any questions? Anything else you need to know? So I'm just waiting for John to tell me. Have you enjoyed tonight? Has it been useful? Have you been glad to have me back? So let me tell you the lineup again. So next week I've got Baking Nana off Twitter with us next week. That's Jackie Heaton, and I've got Rob Allen who's been helping us out tonight. That's very nice, Rob, thank you so much. He's been helping us out, flashing up prices of some of the things that I mentioned to you this evening. So both those two are going to come together. We're all going to talk about how we met each other and what it is that they do with Twitterlong Bake-Along. I can never get it right, but I'm going to let those two tell you about it. And as I say, they're going to make a giant cupcake. Jackie's going to give you the recipe for it. She's actually going to make one here. She's going to bring a ready-made one and decorate it for you. I believe she's going to do pina colada, so I don't know what she's going to do with that. And Rob's going to make a no-bake cheesecake. And I am going to make something with Nifty Nozzles, but I forgot what it is. But you'll have to wait until next week, but I'll be here. And then the week after, Laura is with us and she is making marshmallows. So Jackie and Rob are with us on the 15th. Laura's with us on the 22nd and she's making marshmallows and they are delicious as well. So that's a goodbye from me. And I will, oh actually not goodbye yet, I'll be back in half an hour after cleaning down for any of those who want to join me again and ask questions, and I'll get this beauty out of the oven, hopefully it'll be done by then. So that's a goodbye from me, goodbye from Maria, and a goodbye for John who you still haven't seen yet.
Goodbye.
See you next week.
In half an hour.
Oh, see you in half an hour, those who come back.